Negative thoughts are not just whispers in your mind. They are silent destroyers. They eat away at your confidence, sabotage your decisions, and turn your life into a battlefield you never escape. But what if you could not only fight them, but destroy them completely? What if you could build a fortress so strong that no negative thought could break through? This is exactly what Stoicism teaches us. And if you stay with me until the end, you will see how to apply this ancient wisdom to crush negativity before it ruins your life. So let me ask you, are you in control of your mind, or is your mind in control of you? 1. The hidden trap of believing your thoughts. Here's the first truth. Your thoughts are not always true. Yet most people treat every thought as a prophecy. You think, I'm not good enough, and suddenly it feels like reality. But the Stoics warned us, a thought is only an impression, not a fact. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." That includes the power to question your thoughts. When negativity hits, ask yourself, is this thought a fact or just an illusion? But here's the part nobody tells you. When you stop believing every thought, you become free in a way most people never experience. 2. The storm of what-ifs. How many times have you drowned in what-if thinking? What if I fail? What if they reject me? What if I never succeed? The Stoics called this anticipatory anxiety. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Negative thoughts multiply because your mind keeps rehearsing pain that hasn't even happened. The way out. Practice the Stoic art of focusing only on what is in your control. You cannot control the future, but you can control your preparation, your effort, and your response. And when you realize this, the storm calms. But here's the danger. If you don't stop rehearsing imaginary disasters, they eventually feel real and shape your reality. 3. The poison of comparison. One of the most destructive negative thoughts comes from comparison. You scroll online, see someone richer, stronger, more successful, and instantly think, I'm behind. The Stoics saw comparison as poison. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Translation, stop measuring your worth by others. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. But here's what nobody tells you. Comparison not only steals your joy, it also blinds you to your own growth. Every time you compare, you abandon your own path. Stoicism destroys comparison by shifting your focus back to your duty, your actions, your journey. 4. The spiral of self-pity. Negative thoughts love to disguise themselves as self-pity. You tell yourself, I always fail, life is unfair, I'll never change. The Stoics had zero tolerance for this. Why? Because self-pity chains you to weakness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, stop talking about what a good man is. Be one. Self-pity wants you to stay on the floor. Stoicism commands you to rise. But here's the cliffhanger. The more you indulge in self-pity, the stronger it grows. The moment you interrupt it with action, any action, you break the spiral. That's why Stoicism is ruthless. It tells you, don't feel sorry for yourself. Stand up, act, move. 5. The enemy within, labeling yourself. Another hidden negative thought. The labels you put on yourself. I'm anxious. I'm lazy. I'm weak. The Stoics understood that labeling is dangerous because it traps you in identity. You're not anxious. You're a person experiencing anxiety. You're not weak. You're a person who made a weak choice. Labels create prisons, but choices create freedom. And here's the twist. The more you call yourself something, the more you live it out. Stoicism destroys labels by reminding you, you are not your thoughts, you are your actions. 6. The obsession with control. Negative thoughts often come from trying to control the uncontrollable. You stress over other people's opinions, the economy, the weather, the past. Epictetus drew the line clearly. Some things are within your control, others are not. The problem? Most people live backwards. They obsess over what they cannot control and ignore what they can. This is the ultimate recipe for negativity. But imagine flipping it, releasing everything outside your power and pouring all energy into your own choices. That's when negativity collapses. Because a mind obsessed with control is always restless. But a mind that accepts what is unbreakable. 7. The weapon of perspective. Every negative thought lives inside a frame. Change the frame, and you change the thought. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. When faced with insult, he reframed it as ignorance. When faced with pain, he reframed it as training. When faced with death, he reframed it as nature. Stoicism teaches you, events don't disturb you. Your judgment about them does. The secret weapon, reframing. But here's what nobody tells you. Reframing is not denial. It's power. It's the ability to look at a problem and ask, how else can I see this? What hidden strength can I gain from this? That's how you destroy negative thoughts, by transforming them. 8. The daily armor of Stoic practice. Destroying negative thoughts isn't a one-time battle, it's daily training. The Stoics wrote journals, practiced reflection, and rehearsed adversity. Epictetus said, difficulties show what men are. Each negative thought is a weight at the mental gym. The more you lift it, the stronger you become. But most people ignore training. They wait for a crisis and then collapse. Stoicism says, prepare every day, morning meditation, evening reflection, reframing setbacks. This is the armor. And here's the cliffhanger. If you don't build this armor daily, life will test you unprepared. Now, let's pause. If this resonates with you, imagine what more awaits. Subscribe and walk with us. Those who follow this wisdom attract clarity, resilience, and strength. You've already proven your pursuit of wisdom by staying until now. Like this video and let's go further together. 9. The freedom of detachment. One of the deepest Stoic tools against negativity is detachment. Not coldness, not apathy, true detachment. It means you experience life fully but without being owned by it. Negative thoughts lose power because you no longer cling. You let go of praise, let go of blame, let go of illusions of permanence. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that everything is borrowed. When you live detached, you stop fearing loss. And here's the truth. A detached mind is an invincible mind. 10. The final lesson. Death as teacher. The Stoics practiced memento mori, remember death. Why? Because death destroys trivial negativity. When you remember that life is short, you stop wasting time on petty worries. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Negative thoughts shrink when you see the big picture. The next insult, the next failure, the next setback, suddenly they mean nothing. You realize the real tragedy is not failure. It's living trapped in negative thoughts until the very end. But here's the final cliffhanger. Those who practice memento mori are not morbid. They are the most alive. So, what's the takeaway? Negative thoughts are not facts. They are illusions. They are enemies you can crush with awareness, reframing, daily practice, and detachment. And when you do, you don't just survive life, you live it as a Stoic warrior. If you've reached this point, you've already proven something rare: the pursuit of wisdom. Join us, subscribe, and carry this ancient armor into your modern battles. The next lesson may surprise you even more. Are you ready to face it?